This is how my hair looks as right now. I've made a decision a few days ago to freeform some dreadlocks. It's a big decision because it's a lot of commitment. I've been thinking about how I was gonna dread my hair. I don't like the look of the crochet or the all natural or the barbershop or hair salon dreadlocks. I just think it looks too contrived and looks too trying too hard, you know what I mean? It just looks like, those people that go on a prom and they curl their hair with a twirling iron and it looks so spiral. It looks so unnatural. I don't like that look. I want to go for the freeform dreaded look. I'm not sure if it's because I started picking mushroom. That I've always wanted dreadlocks. Okay, ever since I was very little, I've always liked that look. I just didn't want to be. I guess I just didn't want to be committed to it. I've done braids and cornrows on myself. When I was really hood. Like I'm still really hood. So I've done those, but those are easy. You can just take it off whenever you want, and your hair just end up going crazy, crazy curly afterwards. But dreadlocks, once you go dreaded, I don't think I can take it off. And from all the videos I've watched on YouTube, eventually I think most people who dread their hair for a long time, they end up cutting it off. But well, I haven't done it, so at least I gotta do it sometime, right? Uh, so this is one of the dread I just made just now, just by using my hand. I just and twist and split, twist and split. You know, the Jamaicans, black people, they teach me how to do those. So luckily, I don't know, like my hair is already naturally curly on its own. So I think for me, I can get a dread look relatively fast versus normal Asians who have really straight hair. I think I can get my beautiful dreads soon. The look I'm planning to go for is a thinner dried. So I'll have more drieds, but I want to keep them thin. Like I think this is a good size. Look, this is a good size, and then I think I might just go for a more natural dreaded look. So maybe partially dreaded, not completely dreaded. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. I think the reason when I was a little kid, I would say much younger, like 13, 14 ish. I I've always liked dreadlocks, but in Chinese, dreadlocks are called 脏辫. So that the literal translation is dirty braids. I think it just Chinese people they don't know how it works, so they just call it dirty braids. So I think it's the language and culture image that I had of that the dreadlock, because in Chinese it means dirty braids. I'm like, I don't want to get dirty braids. I'm a clean freak. I'm obsessively like to clean myself. I don't want to be dirty, but I'm sure there's ways that you can get it clean, especially when it's completely dreaded. There's no space in between. I'm sure you can, get it clean, just like normal hair. Anyways, I'm really excited. Uh, yeah, well, like the other day when I was taking some Liberty caps that I found, the wild, fresh ones, I couldn't find my slippers, so I was walking around bare feet, and like it feels so good. It felt really good, as in I felt grounded. I felt my feet was having a connection with the ground, and I felt that like I'm connected to the environment. I felt that I was less of a stuck up. I was more just humbled down. Because before I was like, I don't want to walk around bare feet. I'm like, for one, I don't want to fit into the stereotypical image with the dreadlock and the bare feet, and I'm gonna start smoking these cannabis. I didn't want to fit into the stereotypical type, but it just felt really good walking around bare feet. I felt humbled down, versus if you're wearing shoes, like, oh, the ground is so dirty, everything is so dirty, I have to wear my shoes, huh? Versus the when you have bare feet. And you also develop this natural sensation in your feet. So, because before I was scared if I walk bare feet in nature or something, what if something cut me? But actually, you can't really cut yourself like that unless you, I don't know, I think it would be difficult because when you step on something, you feel it. If it's hard, like you feel it, you know what I mean? You're not going to step on something sharp and be like, oh, that's so sharp, I'm going to like keep stepping on it. So I think that's why it works. I don't really know. I really don't want to go down that route where I'm so stereotypical. I don't know. I'm gonna have dreads and have bare feet walking around. I think I've started dressing the bohemian style or whatever, that natural fabric style, the hippie style, since I think long time ago, even maybe 10 years ago even. Um, but I just like the look. It looks very free and it's comfortable and it looks good. And you don't look like you're following any trends. So I really like that look. And also, when you wear linen, cotton, silk, all those stuff, it's really good for the skin. It's comfortable. I don't even wear silk until this day, but I just wear it inside out. I don't want to go that stereotypical look, but I just want to do what makes me feel good. I want to have this I don't give a fuck hair. I want to have a hair that I don't have to do anything. I just wake up and I look perfect. Even though I do look up and look perfect, but if I don't brush my hair, it's gonna get into these big clumps. So I have to. What my planning to do is when it gets the big clump, you just, for instance, I'll find a strand of hair like this, and then just separate it, but not too much. Just separate it so it doesn't get into a big clump, but not too much. Not too much. Not too much. And this is great because, I don't have to brush my hair ever again. Every time people brush their hair, they lose so much hair. So this way my hair can all stay on my head. And I think the best way to dreadlock is to freeform because that's the idea. The idea is that you want to look liberating. You want to look you want to look natural. That's the whole idea of dreadlock. Dreadlock is not supposed to be something like, oh, a dirty braid. I'm so pimp. I'm so hip hop. I'm gonna have like these like fancy braids. I don't know. Like I thought about braiding my hair too. I could have just done some braiding extensions, like some colorful braiding extensions, but I don't know if I like that look because I don't know. I don't think that looks as cool as dreadlock. So, all right. I'll update again once I dread more long hair. Don't care.